Hello Nistas! Today I want to share with you the first 2 weeks of fragrance layering combinations for the month of February. So if you're interested in hearing about those things that I pulled together to get my daily scent, please stay tuned. So starting first week of February, which was February the 1st. Okay, so starting February the 1st, you guys, on that Sunday, I was away preparing to fly out, and I did not want to be too overbearing. I think that's kind of rude if you get on the airplane with something like guidance on. Not to call you out if you've done that, but I just think sitting so close proximity, especially in the airplane, that would be a bit much. So I was very intentional on my close to skin body care and fragrances. So after showering, I did use the shower body oil body wash to this. So I went in with that in the shower, and after showering I mist the body with the spray, and then I went in with the Trader Joe's shea butter, and it has the same scent as this. It's warm vanilla, hibiscus, passion fruit, and something else, but it smells like the Cheirosa 59. So I went in with these two products, and the fragrance that I wore, I just sprayed this in my hot spots. This is Commodity Milks, and this is the Bold fragrance, and I wore that on my flight back home. All right, then moving on into Monday, you guys, I had the same little shower situation with the Cheirosa 59 body oil, and I went in with the Trader Joe's body cream, and to seal it and pull it all together, I went in with the Bel Air. Look at this, my husband has used this up. I'm gonna have to get him one. He really likes this, you guys. This is Bel Air, and I think it's mimicking the Chloe fragrance, or inspired by the Chloe fragrance, but it's very unisex, very clean. So went in with that, and then I sprayed myself with the Cheirosa 59 mist. So that was the fragrance combination for Monday. Now moving on into Tuesday, you guys, also after showering with the Cheirosa 59, loving that stuff, went in with the cream, and I also went in with the Sugar Plum by Brown Sugar Babe, which is black owned, and I went in with the Velvet Blossom by Sand and Fog, which is said to smell similar to the Donna Born in Roma. And the fragrance highlight is Symphony from the house of Iyrah. I went in with that, and I did smell so good. This is a beautiful fragrance. This fragrance reminds me of like Nomad from Bundt number 9. I think because it has that same, what's that purple fruit? Very similar. Really enjoyed. And that was the fragrance combination for Tuesday. All right, moving on into Wednesday, you guys. This is also a black owned company. I went in with this body oil all over. This is by Honeybee Apothecary. This is a small black owned company. I think it's based out of Kansas, and this does have a similar smell to the Pistachio Gelato. So I went in with this oil all over the body after showering, and then I went in with these two Sand and Fog oils with the Amber Bloom. This is like a Turkish rose, and I went in with the Pistachio Dream. Went in with these two oils. And the fragrances that I wore on this day, both from black owned. This is She Was Here. This is from the Jackie Anna Forevr Mood collection. And I went in with Dark Rose by Octavia, Morton, LA. So those were my black owned fragrance highlights for Wednesday. All right, moving on into Thursday, you guys. Y'all remember this? I have been saying I wanted to use this up. Can you hear it? Yeah. So I am going to try my best to use as much of this as I possibly can, because I just think it's senseless to waste this stuff. So I went in with this on Thursday. This is the Blueberry Bundt Cake. Has fragrance notes of harvest blueberries, honey drizzle, and fluffy cake. Just something fruity. And I went over the body with Bel Air. Bel Air is a great priming fragrance if you have a fragrance that you're not sure that it really projects fragrances like Bel Air, Molecule, or One, those type of fragrances, it really helps with the projection and sillage of the fragrance that you're kind of questioning. Now this fragrance is also black owned. This is also from Jackie Aina's Forevr Mood, but it's something about this fragrance. It starts off very strong, and I don't know if my olfactory senses just tunes it out because it is so strong, but I want to smell my stuff as long as I possibly can. So pairing it with that Bel Air, it did give it some longevity, so I went in with her signature fragrance, which is I Am Her. So that was my fragrance combination for Thursday. All right, you guys, moving on to Friday. I started off, this is black owned too. This is from Fragrant Oils, based out of Florida. It's called fragrantbodyoils.com, and this is one of their inspired K.I. scents and shea butter. Really enjoy this. When I use up the ones that I have purchased, I am going to get more scents, but this is the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar scent, and it smells a lot like it. So I went in with that, and then I mist over the body with the Cotton Candy Clouds from Bath and Body Works. This has spun sugar, pink berries, whipped vanilla. And my black owned highlights, another Brown Sugar Babe oil. This is Puff Society, which is inspired by Yum Bougie Marshmallow. Love this scent. And I topped it off with the What the Fluff by Aspiring Aromas, which is also small black owned company. You guys, I do want to get other products. I think they have like an oil or some type of cream or something. I did get 2 of these. I got a 50 ml and a 30 ml, and I am so happy about it because, you guys, as this sits, it gets better. So if you have any marshmallow fragrance that marshmallow is just not kicking the way you would like it to, pair it with this. This is all me. Well, I gave 1 decant away, I think. This is all me, and I have been wearing her. So black owned highlights is 3, Fragrant Oils, Brown Sugar Babe, and Aspiring Aromas. All right, moving on into Saturday. It was just an errand run type of day. What did I do? I don't remember, but I did get up and have to run some errands. But I went in with something very simple. I started with blueberry bundt cake again, as well as the sweet honey bucking Brown Sugar Babe. I also sprayed some of this fresh vanilla blossoms, and this fragrance is another item that I am trying to use up. This is also another good fragrance that you can pair if you want a musky vanilla type of fragrance. And I find that this particular vanilla, it can go either way. It can go musky or woody, if that makes sense. Not quite gourmand in my opinion, but this is a cute little scent. Very affordable. You can get these at TJ Maxx, but it's a cute little scent. The only thing is it doesn't project the way that I would like it to. So I went in with that. So that was my fragrance combination for Saturday. All right, Nistas, starting on Sunday, February the 8th. Nothing that day. I was in the house all day that day, but I made up for it on Monday. So starting on that Monday, which was February the 9th, you guys, I started off after showering. I went in with the Covered in Roses body cream and the Fine Fragrance Mist. So I went in with those 2. And you guys, I really could have stopped it here, but I just had to do a little too much. I had to make up for Sunday. But I went in with the Rich Auntie from Brown Sugar Babe. If you know, you know. And I also went in with the Skin Deep. Went in with these 2 fragrances. And if you really, really know, you will know. I topped it off with the BDK's Empatia, you guys. Now, I'm sure those Brown Sugar Babe oils, they did 85% of the work. I really could have gone without adding the Empatia. But those of you who know, you know why I did it, and it was such a compliment. Really, really enjoyed it, and others did too, because I had stopped counting the compliments. I was getting compliments after compliments after compliments, and this was really nice. Another one that goes really well together is the Rich Auntie and the Love Delight. I get lots of compliments on that too, but we're not talking about that. Girl, keep it going. All right, so moving on into Tuesday, you guys. I started off with the Bubblegum Pop body cream. Such a nostalgic fragrance, smells just like bubblegum. And then I went in with the Princess Treatment, and I wore the What the Fluff. This is black owned, as well as this. So these were my two black owned highlights. Brown Sugar Babe, Aspiring Aromas, What the Fluff. You guys, I'm telling you, as this gets shelf life in my possession, it is so good, you guys, and you're gonna see how good I feel that it is. So that was my fragrance combination for Tuesday. Moving on into Wednesday, you guys, it also started in the shower. I had the moisturizing body wash for this scent. Smells so good. Went in with this body butter. So good, so good. This stuff right here has such a lasting power, especially on the skin when you are like in the restroom and you know you get whiffs of, you know, your body moving and stuff like that. You smell this. This smells so good. So I went in with this, and I went in with the Pretty in Pink from Honey Bee Apothecary, and this is inspired by Yum Bougie Marshmallow. So this is a small black owned company also, and she has some really nice oils, you guys. You should check her out. Both of the fragrances that I wore were black owned. This is 34 Marshmallow Moments. Shout out to Mr. Luke Solomon by the Elementals. Beautiful fragrance. This is like a smoky, oody marshmallow. And because I'm just losing my mind over this What the Fluff, yeah, I put this in the hot spots just to give it a little added touch. So those are my black owned highlights for Thursday. These were my black owned highlights for Wednesday, you guys. Moving on into Thursday, you guys. After showering, I went in with the Strawberry Flirt because I just needed something fruity, the Fine Fragrance Mist and the body cream. And the two oils that I went in with Just Peachy from Brown Sugar Babe and Rosé from Brown Sugar Babe. This is inspired by Killian's Roses on Ice. Is like a green, softer rose. So I went in with those two fragrances. And the perfume is also black owned inspired. This is another fragrance from the house of Iyrah, and this is Opera. So that was my fragrance combination for Thursday. This one was so good, you guys, but it started in the shower. I did use the Crumble Lemon Glaze Dove collaboration. I used the body scrub as well as the body wash. And after showering, you guys, I went in with none other than the Iced Lemon Pound Cake from Bath & Body Works, sugary glazed icing, pure lemon zest, fluffy pound cake. Went in with the mist and the cream. And then I went all over with Moolah. Moolah is inspired by Iyrah from the Costamorati line of Jojo. I went in with that, black on Brown Sugar Babe. Went in with this, smells so good. And I put some perfume oil in my hot spots. And to give it a little bit more sweetness, I added the lemon sugar from Sand and Fog in the hot spots. And the fragrance that I wore on that day was Hard to Get from Jackiana. Paired it with What the Fluff. What the Fluff, she tired. Bae tired. She been fluffing around all week with me. So I went in with that. And you guys, normally I don't get no more than 6 hours with this, but pairing it with all the things that I had it paired with, this combination lasts me until I took a shower that night. It was so good. Really enjoyed this one. And on Saturday, you guys, I pulled this together because I was just so excited about one of my latest Brown Sugar Babe fragrances that I have gotten in. And I started after showering with the Bubblegum Pop Body Cream as well as the Bubblegum Pop Body Mist. And then I went over my entire body with one of their latest. This is called On the Prowl. And I was fully intrigued by this because it has bubblegum, marshmallow. It smells pink. It smells sugary. It is such a fun time. So I went in with this. I was excited about this. So I went in with this Brown Sugar Babe oil, and just to pull it all together, y'all know what I had on. What the fluff. Yes, another good one. I am so glad I have a second bottle of this stuff. Wearing it in isolation or wearing it as a complementing fragrance, it's so good. So you guys, those were my fragrance combinations for the first 2 weeks of February. Going forward, my plan is to continue to intentionally wear and highlight one of my black owned fragrances or body care products this month and throughout. I want to thank you guys so very much. I greatly appreciate you. Do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.